Good morning, students. So, in the previous lectures, we have seen about file handling in PHP, right? So, how to open a file, how to perform operations under the file like read operation, write operation, append operation, and how to close the file, right? And what various file handling functions we have seen. And in today's lecture, we will continue about directories in PHP, listing directories in PHP, right? So what directory function will does here, right? Directory functions allows you to retrieve information about directories and their content here. The thing is, a directory is nothing but what? It is just like a folder, right? So from the folder, in a folder, you can store some other files or other directories also there. Other folders may also appear here, right? So here we have to retrieve the content within a directory, right? So that means which will be having the list of files and some other directories here, right? So in order to read the content from the directory, we have various built-in functions, right? So we'll see about those functions in order to perform, in order to retrieve the content of the directories, right? See, directory functions are part of basically PHP core here. We no need to any separate installation for required here. These are part of the PHP core concepts here. Next. So, in order to retrieve some content from the directories, we have some various predefined functions available in PHP. Those predefined functions we can use here. First one is child directory function, and second one is change directory function, and second one is change root function, that is changing the root directory, and close directory, dir, and get CWD is nothing but current working directory. So the first function what it does here changes the current directory. What is meant by current directory? So in whichever directory you are running your PHP code, that will become the current directory. For example, if you take exam, right? So C is the directory. Within that exam folder, within that we have the history docs. So generally PHP code we will place in history docs. So then history docs becomes a current working directory here. If you want to change from the current working directory to another directory, so in history docs you want to create like another folder like unit 1 programs, that is directory. If you want to change from history docs to unit 1 programs, so you can change it by using the change directory function. And chroot, that is a change root function, changes the root directory. What is the root directory here? C colon slash exam history docs, right? Root directory is C here. You can change the root directory from the C to D like that here. Next, close directory. Once a directory is opened and we read some content from the directory, then finally we have to close it here, right? In order to close that, we have to use the close function. And next, directory dir function returns an instance of the directory class, right? So object of the directory class will be returned here. So in a directory, there are some objects. That is, other files are also objects here, right? Next to get CWD. It is also a one function here which returns a current working directory. So what is the current working directory? So suppose if your PHP code is running in placed in history docs here, then history docs is a current working directory here, right? Next. See other functions. Next, open directory. Opens a directory handle. Directory handle is nothing but it is a pointer to the directory here, right? So just like open a file. When a file is opened here, so there is a file pointer pointing to the beginning of the file here. Here also there is a open dir function which opens a directory, and there is a handle, directory handle, just like it is a pointer here, which is pointing to the beginning of the directory here. So this we will use in order to read the content within a directory. Content generally which is having file names as well as other directories here. Next read directory. Read directory here. So read directory, what it does here, returns an entry from directory handle. So that means you start reading the content from the directory here, right? So next, rewind directory. what is the rewind directory? So generally, when directory open and read the content of the directory here, the directory handle will reach us to the end of the directory here, open directory. Again, if you want to read the same content from the directory, then we have to use the rewind dir. What this rewind dir will does is reset the directory handle to the beginning of the directory here. Next, scan directory. So what scan dir function will do here, which returns an array of files and directories of a specified directory. So what it does is, which reads content from a particular directory, and all the content, generally directory having other directory names, file names here. All file names which we create an array, and all the content of the directory will be stored in an array here. Suppose here if directory is having 10 files, so every file will have some name here. So then which will create an array with 10 elements here. So each file name becomes one element of the array here, whether it may be file name or which may be some other nested directory name here, right? So next, let us discuss in detail about what is change directory and get CWD functions here, right? So basically, this is the syntax you can see here. So in this syntax, chdir, and it is a directory is one of the parameter which we have to use. Next, another one is get CWD here, and again it is having one parameter directory here. So here directory parameter is required parameter, right? So required parameter specifies the new current directory. That means here we have the change dir function. What it does here, which changes from the current directory to the new directory. So what is the new directory name that we have to give here? And here you have to give the current working directory, which will basically this directory parameter for get CWD is an optional here, which is not mandatory parameter here, right? So even if you will not specify the parameter here, you can get the current working directory. So this function will return the current working directory. So that means in which directory your PHP code is running, that will become the current working directory here. So in next slide, I'll show you the related example program. See, in this, this is one example program in which I used the change dir function and get CWD function here. So first one is echo get CWD here. So which will retrieve the current working directory. That means in which directory you placed your PHP code, that will become the current working directory which will return here. So in this example, which will return here home PHP. So it is a PHP folder. That means your program is placed in home/PHP folder. PHP becomes a current working directory here. Next, from the PHP to you want to change here, then change dir function. So you can see here change dir function. I'm using images. So images is the one new folder which is created in PHP here. I want to change from the working directory from the PHP to images here. So then we can, this change dir function will change us from the PHP to images directory here. So again, after that I am retrieving here. That is, what is here? Echo CWD, that is again working directory. So what is the current working directory now? Becomes images, because we have changed it from the PHP to images here. So this is the example for demonstrating change dir function and get CWD function here. So next, root function here, change root function. What it does here, which changes the root directory of current directory here, right? So you can see here, which is having the path to chroot here. So we are specifying the path here. So /path is the main directory, 2 is the subdirectory, just like the subfolder. Change root is another subfolder here, right? So here from this I want to change it root directory here. So get current directory echo get wd. So what is the root directory here? /, right? Now another example is here how to read the content from the directory here. So this example shows what are the content in directory, how to read those content from the directory here. So you can see here, in order to do this, First we have specified the path here, dir c colon exam history docs unit 1 programs and operators. I'm taking it as a current working directory here, right? So next I want to read the content from the operators directory. This is an operators directory, that is operators folder. So which is having some other files here. I want to read those contents within the operators folder here. That is what are the files available in operators folder, right? So simply I can use here open directory and read its content. Generally content means which is having the file names or some other folders, other directories. So here before opening that we have to check whether that particular directories exist or not here. So basically dir is a variable which stores the which is initialized with the path to that current directory here. Next this one you can see here is dir function dollar dir, which is verifying whether the current working that is operators directories exist or not here. If exist, then which will start trading here, right? Suppose if doesn't exist here, so the directory is not found error you will get here. So that is what this if statement is a dir function will returns the boolean value true if the directories exist here, if otherwise which returns boolean value false here, right? So that means is dir function will verify whether that directory is there or not here. Okay, so because before opening the directory, first we have to verify whether the directory is there or not here. Here, once directory is open here, next dh is equal to open dir and dir here, right? This open dir function will open that current working directory here. That is operators folder which will open, and dh is the directory handle, that is a pointer to that particular directory, so which will be at the beginning of the directory pointer here. Next one is you can display the message echo directory is opened here, right? Once your directory is opened, you can get this message here and start reading here. In order to read this, while we can use a while loop, because which is may not have the single content, which may have the multiple other files. So we have to read all entire content of the directory here. For that we are using while loop here. It has to be repeated. Here we are using the read dir function. So read dir function will start reading the content from the directory, and we have to pass the parameters directory handle, because which specifies which directory you want to read here, right? So because directory handle is a just like pointer to that particular directory. So that is what we have to pass this pointer here, and once the which reads the content every time, that will be stored in this, the content read by the read dir function stored into a variable dollar file variable here, right? And if it is not equal to false, means if it is true, so that is file value is some non-zero. If it has written some read dir function, read some content, okay, and that content value will be stored in file, that means it is non-zero, right? So that is not equal to false, mean then display that here, file name and file here. So generally the directory contains some 3 files here. Read the first file, read dir function reads the first file and store into a variable file variable here. Then second file and file variable, third file, like this, which reads all the files from that particular directory here. So once read the content of the directory and display it, finally we have to close this directory here. So this is close dir function we have to use, and which directory you want to close here. So the directory handle also we have to pass as a parameter. Suppose here else no directory is found. That means this is the else statement for the first if statement. Suppose is dir function cannot find that particular directory here. So then echo no directory found message you will get here, right? So this is output for the above program here, in which we have the directory is open, operators directory, that is operator folder, which is having 3 files: arithmetic operators.php, array operators.php, assignment operators.php. So these three files are there in operators folder here, that is operators directory. So I'm using the term folder or directory, both will be the same here, right? So we can also, the folder itself we call it as a some directory here, right? So these are the three files which are available in operators directory here. So next, rewind here. So rewind dir function resets the directory handle created by opendir. That means opendir will create a directory handle, and the directory handle is just like it is a directory pointer which will pointing to the beginning of the directory here when it is opened here, and when starts reading the content of the directory, the directory pointer will move to the end of the directory here. Okay. Again, if you want to read the same content from the directory here, again you have to reset the directory handle to the beginning of the directory. For that, we have to use the rewind dir function, and we have to pass the parameter directory. Basically, it is an optional here which is not required here. It specifies the directory handle resource previously opened with that opendir function here. If this parameter is not specified, the last link opened by the opendir is assumed here. That means, suppose here if there is only one opendir function is there, right? So we will have only one handle here. Okay, after reading the content of that current open directory, so automatically the file directory handle will reach us to the end of the directory. After that, if you use the rewind function, resets that directory handle at the beginning of the directory here. So you can see this is the program here which is demonstrating rewind dir function, which is same as our previous program which I explained to read the content of the directory here, but which is this code is repeated twice here. You can see here the first part, first which will verify is dir directory, whether that particular operator's directory exists or not here. If it exists, then open the dir here. This is, you can see here, open dir, and you have to pass a parameter which will returns a directory handle here, and this while loop, this while loop we use to read the content within the directory, that is file equal to read dir of dh. Okay, so this will until its value becomes false here, so which read and display the content of the directory here. So once which read the content of the directory operators, then here because we are using while loop here, so every time which reads the content, directory handle will be moving to the reach to the end of the directory here. After that, I am using the rewind function here. So this rewind dir function will reset the directory handle which is previously reached to the end of the directory to the beginning of the directory here. So this rewind dir function reset the directory handle to the beginning of the directory. Again start reading here, file read dir, again dh is nothing but directory handle. Its value will be reset at the beginning of the directory. Okay, again start reading the same files, and finally we have to close the directory. You can see the output here in the next slide. Next slide you can see here the same same content will be repeated twice here, right? So that is we have the operator directory which is having three files: arithmetic operators, array operators, assignment operators. First time we have read, and here we used the rewind function. Again after rewinding, the directory handle will be reset to the beginning here. Again we start reading here again. So we have read the three files here. Okay, so this is repeated twice. Another function is a scan dir function here, so which returns the array of files and directories of the specified directory here. So whatever files are there in that particular directory, all will be returned and stored into, create an array and store content of the directories into an array here, right? So every file name returned by that directory, so becomes one element of the array here. So we have the three parameters here, scan dir syntax you can see here, directory, order, context here. Directory is a mandatory parameter which is required, which directory you want to scan here, right? And the name of directory you have to specify here, or you can also specify the path to the directory. Next, order specifies once you start the reading the content of the directory, after reading that if you want to sort either in ascending or descending order here, so then you have to use order parameter. It is an optional parameter, it is not mandatory parameter by default, which will be sorting in ascending order. So its value can be 0 or 1 here. Suppose if its value is 0, means, so by default the content returned by the scan dir function become are sorted in alphabetical ascending order here. That is, content of directory will be sorted in ascending order. If order value is 1 here, so then content will be sorted in descending order here, right? So next, to context is an optional parameter. What it does here, so which is modifying the stream here. So these are already explained you about 3 parameters: directory, that is required parameter; order specifies the sorting order; default sorting order is alphabetical ascending order. So you can, its value becomes 0 here. You can use scan dir sort descending order also, its value becomes 1 here, right? So this specifies the context of the directory handle. Context is set of options that can modify the behavior of stream here. So you can see this is the code here. We have started. This is the directory path. Which directory you want to open? Operators directory path to the operators directory, and sort in ascending order here, because we are using scan dir. It is a function which starts scanning the dir. This is the directory, that is operators directory, which reads the content from that operator directory and returns the content and store it into an array here. So it is an A is an array here, right? So this array will be created. The content of dir directory, right, that is operator directory, will be stored into this array here, right? And similarly, these will be sorted in ascending order, because we have not used the second parameter here. So we are not, because second parameter is what? Order. Order is an optional. Optional means, so you may specify or you may not specify here. So if you are not specifying, means by default it will be sorting in ascending order here. Next, sort in descending order. If you want to sort those content of the directory in descending order, so then you have to use the second parameter. Second parameter is set to 1 here. Scan dir and 1. 1 means the content of the directory is sorted in descending order here, right? And that sorted in descending order will be stored into an array. Another array will be created, that is B here. So we have the 2 arrays, A and B. So A will store the content of the directory in ascending order, B will store the content of the directory in descending order, right? So if you want to print the array A and array B, so we have the print R. So already you know that print R is a predefined function in PHP, which is used to display the array elements. Okay. So which will display print R of A, which displays the array elements, and echo BR, which I am using for giving the line break between 2 arrays here, and print R again, which will print the array B contents here. Okay. So array content are sorted in ascending order, array B contents are sorted in descending order. You can see the output in the next slide. So you can see here, here array 0, 1, 2, and it's 2 arithmetic operators, a third index array operators.php, a fourth index assignment operators.php, because these are 3 files available in operators directory here. Next, these are sorted in ascending order, and here you can see here, these are sorted in descending order. See, first assignment operators, and second is array operators, right? And third is arithmetic operators. These are sorted in descending order here, right? So this is about directory functions, right? So these directory functions which we use in order to read the content of the directory, okay, and to perform some operations under the directory. Thank you very much. And in next class, we will see about HTML basics. We'll start the second unit. Thank you.